Hello, everybody. It's Crossie. Crossie the puppet. This is my new disguise, so I can't be doxxed. Nobody will know who I am. I'll be completely doxxed. That's right. And Dave's there wearing his Van City Van Life shirt. You'll never know who I am. No one will ever see my face again. So no one will ever suspect me of anything. A happy face, the puppet. Good evening, everybody. As I promised, we have a special show for you tonight. We have a special edition of the Camo Dave show for the evening, for the West Coast edition. Oh, man. I don't know if it's such a good idea to do the floor like this. I may be regretting this. But anyway, for the moment, I'll keep it going. It's crotchy. So I got the box. I went to my storage locker the other day, and I got the box of all the stuff. So I got this box of stuff here. So we can show you that. There's crotchy down here. Anyway, we got the box of stuff. So I got all my stuff. Mark Fun Jones paintings. That's right. That's right. I have, oh my goodness, yeah. He complained because all my stuff was there. There's Pilgrim Dave. Although this is not the orange one. This is a regular Pilgrim Dave. And what else do we have here? Oh, that's I Do Know Man. I Do Know Man. That sounds weird. I Do Know Man. Anyway, I do know man. And there's Tanky Poo. Aww. Whatever happened to Mark Finn Jones? He kind of disappeared. I don't know. Anyway, what else do I have in here? Oh my goodness, I got a lot of cool stuff. Look at this. Who did this? Was it Nez Lover, Mark Fun Jones, or that guy from Harrisburg? I can't remember. This is great. I love it. Thank you, Lonnie. You do have it, and I promise I'm going to get a really nice frame for it. Anyway, this is the old phone number. I mean, the old mailing address. Please do not send anything to this mailing address because it will get returned to you. But anyway, we got some of that. This is part of Miggs Field that James Rockford, a.k.a. Bill Kazubski, sent me. There's Miggs Field. That was a little airport that stuck out in Lake Michigan there. And apparently before they removed it all, somebody decided to take parts of the runway. So it's part of the runway of Miggs Field. I don't know. I guess that someday, I don't know if it's radioactive or what, but someday that will be very, very valuable. I got it all. I got all this stuff in my storage locker here. So I went out to the storage locker last week, and when I was with my sister in Manassas, and I brought quite a lot of the stuff back. I still have some stuff in there, some of the YouTube stuff. I still have, gosh, what else is in here? Wow. I got a Disney World 2009 mug. I don't know if you can see that. Gee, I wonder where I got that. I don't know. Oh, remember this? The pink camo hat. Do I got the pink camo pants in here? Whatever happened to those? Oh, what do I see? I got this hat. I got another pink camo hat. And yes, look at this. There they are. They're the pink camo pants. So I don't know, man. I guess I gotta wear those one of these days. So this is all the stuff in the storage locker. I'm gonna have to go through all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff in here. There is a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. This is one of my awards I promised my Doxinator. He's very desperate to get this. It's the 2017 Boyd Awards Lifetime Achievement Award. I promised I would give this to my Doxinator. So he's every time he sees me, he goes, "I never got that award. I never got that award." Don't be a tater hater. I got an Adam the Woo shirt here. Oh gosh, Al in Tennessee made me a whole bunch of these shirts. I'm going to have to wear this one for Christmas. So there's a lot of stuff in here. I know you're totally bored with this. But anyway, look at this. I got so many shirts in here. I think that's Crotchy. Breaking Boyd news. Camo Dave Hughes, me and Crotchy there on YouTube. So I don't know. There's so many cool things in here that I will not bore you with. But this is what another one Mr. Kazuki sent me. I guess the Carpenters Union out there. Thank you, Mr. Rockford. Oh, yeah. You've been very generous to me over the years, I have to say. Epcot. Anyway, there was a lot of cool stuff in this. I got a Stingray, sent me this Corvette. Mr. Stingray. I heard from him today. Mr. Bose, I heard from him today. I got the Adam the Woo glasses. Yeah, a lot of nice stuff in here. And there's more in the storage locker. And I also have some stuff already down in Morganton at Lou's Garage. Down in Lou's Garage. Yeah, this is the one I should have taken down to Orlando the second trip. This is a really cool old classic Disney t-shirt that you-know-who bought for me. Oh, those are memories. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all this stuff today, but it is very cool. And so, yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. And then we got Crotchy and the smiley face. Yeah. Hi, I'm Crotchy. I'm taking it off, Crotchy. You can't hide. Everybody knows what you look like. Oh, no, Dave. They can see me. They can see me now. Well, that's the joy of it, Crotchy. They love you. They all love you. Man, I don't know, man. I gotta organize all this stuff. Anyway, what else is in here? A lot of cool stuff. So anyway, thank you guys all for the wonderful stuff. And yeah. So anyway, let's start getting on all the, I just have to get totally caught up here. Tasmod, Chunky Pumpkin, Brett, Shamay, Janice, Silver Surfer, Tasmod, Tiny, I'm back. Van Life Shovels Travels, nice to see you here today. Yeah, it was good to see everybody there at the old van build there in Parker. How's Sheldon doing? We got Lee here. We got Mobile Homestead RV. I have West Coast Camo Dave from the literal coast over here. You're right on the coast, really. Time Chaser's here too. You know, I should take the hat off, right? Because you can't see my face there with that cap on and the light coming down from on top here. Anyway, Sunny Girl, nice to see you here. Motorhome Gearhead. The Docs, it's right, show and tell. Remember, when I was in elementary school, you'd always bring like show and tell. Yes. Go in your mom and dad's closet and pull something out. Oh, whoa, what have you brought for show and tell? Oh. These are the magazines that my dad has stashed in the back of the closet. Look at them. Oh. We're going to be calling your parents tonight. Anyway, if I am Central Standard Time, it's okay to watch the West Coast edition. Yes, absolutely. The West Coast edition is everything to the east of the Appalachian Mountains, okay? The Blue Ridge Appalachians, anything to the west of that, the west of that is the West Coast. So that's right. Yes. Actually, the West Coast is anybody who has radio and TV stations that start with a K and not a W. Okay, if your stations start with a W, you're in the east. If your stations start with a K, you're in the west. So that's that. Yeah, it's 4:30 p.m. Well, it is 4. Yeah, it's right. It's 7:30 here on the East Coast. I don't know, man. It's weird when it gets dark this early. You know, it gets dark about 5 o'clock now with standard time back. And it's like, oh, my goodness, you know, by 7 o'clock, you're like, man, it's time for bed. Oh, my goodness. Especially when you don't have television. You know, I mean, it's like, man, I'm just like watching Pluto TV and YouTube. And by 7:30, you're like, oh, my goodness, it's the middle of the night. Well, thank you, James Rockford, a.k.a. Bill Kazupski. You've been a very good friend of this channel for many, many years. James Rockford, RTR. Watch many RVers being broken into while their tow car to the RTR events. That's right. That is a big problem. What if crooks stay back in Quartzsite and then everybody gets in their vehicles and, you know, they can't take all their Class A's and stuff. So maybe they'll get a ride or something, or in a tow car or cycle or something dirigible. Maybe a giant dirigible will come down and take them over to La Paz recreation area there. And what do? Then some thugs could come and steal all their stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's Bob's plan. They'll all have their RVs back in Quartzsite, and they'll all be at the La Paz. Well, that's not how Bob talks, but he'll hire some thugs to go steal all their stuff. No, he would never do that. I'm just joking. Ha ha ha. Hey, Sunny Girl, how are you doing? How's everybody doing this evening? It is Saturday night, the 16th of November. Man, the 16th of November, yeah. So I got my Weirdos Unite t-shirt on. I'm looking at some of the other t-shirts I have in here. Look at this one. This is a good one, too. I forgot about this one. Don't be a tater hater. I don't think this was a real Nomadic Fanatic t-shirt, although I'd like to get one of those. I think that would be very nice. And then, of course, yes. Yeah, look at that. Adam the Voo. Ain't that neat? Adam the Voo. Remember when we were like so excited every morning at 8 a.m. we'd go out and watch the episode of the Daily Woo would pop up. Man, those days are gone forever. Anyway, so thank you all so much, everybody, for being here. Who else is here? The Germ is here. Not Dave's doll again. My doll. You want to play dolls, Germ? Let's play dolls. Come on over. We'll play dolls. Germ, I am not a doll. I am a puppet. I am a creature of the highest realm. I am better than most human beings. I am not a doll. May you play with your doll, and I will be my puppet, and I will control the universe. And you go play with your dolls, Germ. Germanino. Oh, whoa. Do you know his name? Yes, the name is Sean Germanino. I know it. No, we don't dox people here, Crotchy. We don't dox them. Sorry, Dave. Oh, man. How are you doing? We know a lot of Seans. There's quite a lot of people out there named Sean these days. Hey, Noreen. Good afternoon. Good evening. Happy SaturDAVE. This is unexpected. I just sent you a text. Yes, I did get it from you. I'll give you a call tomorrow. We need to talk. I need to get a lot of things off my chest. Linda, Lady Redskins, how are you? Chrome is awesome. I do like Chrome. Chrome is a very good channel. He has built it very nicely and done a very good job with it. But I don't know, man. Take the face off. We know what you look like. Mr. Square Art. Hey, Mr. Square Art, you got to check out his channel. He does some really cool, weird out there video interpretations of me and some other people. So, hey, Sue, nice to see you here. Shamay is in the house. Frank Costello, I chatted with Frank today. It's very nice. I'm just so thirsty tonight. Oh, my goodness. Trey in Beantown. What? Hey, Nori. Hey, Nori, my little sweet potato. Did you move in a poster board mansion, Dave? Did I move in a poster board mansion? A poster board mansion. Show us the Nez sketch again. Where did I put that? I forget who did this. I remember somebody did this. Was this Nez? Was this Mark Fun Jones? No, wait. I think it was somebody else. It is very nice. It is so nice. And this is one of the nicest things anybody has ever sent me on YouTube. It's, of course, Blind Views. That's right. And I was one of the first people he drew. So that is sweet. I thank you very much, Lonnie. That was very nice of you, and I will always hold that in high esteem. And I do want to get a nice frame for that. I keep forgetting. But anyway, hey, Cheap Charlie. Mobile Homestead RV. Yeah, this is Mommy's friend, Bob. My dad was proud to keep the nudie books on the coffee table. I did that when I was a kid. I actually did that. My grandparents, my dad's parents were over once, and I went up in his closet, and I knew where he had stashed all of his, those magazines, and I grabbed a couple, and I thought it would be funny to surprise Dad, and I ran downstairs. I must have been 6 or 7 years old. Yeah, I was into that even back then, and I said, "Look, Grandma, Granddad, look what Dad's reading. Look what Dad's reading." And he was kind of like, oh, man. This is Mommy's friend, Bob. Hey, Sally Jean TSM, nice to see you here. OS, I can't watch. Yeah. I like the Germ. The Germ is a nice guy. He's been a good friend of me and this channel for a couple of years now. I remember first watching him back when he was doing Wildwood. I remember him doing Wildwood with Bella. Me and Bella stuff, and I'd always been to Wildwood as a kid, and I thought, hey, that was cool. Who else is here? What? No, the East Coasters are welcome. You're welcome. Mark H, hi, Sunny, Noreen, Craig, Time, and James. I need my glasses. I think they're right over here. Hold on a sec. Oh, man, why am I doing this on the floor? Oh, this is so sore. Wow, I just thought it would be a fun place to do it. Let's see. Now we can read. WKRP in Cincinnati. Germ. I did a morning stream, Craig, when I peed. What? Oh my goodness. Anyway, who else is here tonight? Are you in the waiting room at the hospital? Yes, no. No, my friend is doing very well tonight. They had him out walking around. They were doing what they call, I think, occupational therapy or something. He's doing very well. I did not stay at the hospital all day. I am back actually at his apartment. But yeah, just kind of hanging out at a little area. Yeah, I'm doing it from the waiting room. Mrs. Jones, how's your husband? Is he out of surgery yet? Oh, David. You do got to realize, too, it's like they have this relatively small waiting room at the hospital. And there was one lady, I think it was somebody's granny, that she was having some sort of surgery. And the whole family came. Okay, they must have been 15 people there. And like, really? 15 people? There's only like 30 chairs in the waiting room, and they took up half of them. The powerful Bob will beam them up with his magical powers. That's right. I think they should get a UFO from Area 51, right? And they come by, and just anybody who wants to go over to the main event area there will stand in this big giant circle, and then the UFO will beam everybody up into the UFO, and then go 20 miles north, and then beam them back down right there into Bobland. I think that's the way he's going to do it. It's going to be totally mind-numbing. People are going to go, what the heck? Yeah, so I did a video on Hobotech. Tom, I think that's his name, right? Hobotech Tom. And he was doing a thing on the death of the RTR. It's over. Well, I think the Quartzsite meetups in the wintertime in January are a thing that's going to be for a long time, obviously. But yeah, the RTR as it was probably is gone. It probably has jumped the shark. This old stoner. I mean, I got to get up. I can't sit here anymore. This is killing my legs. I'm old. I got to sit in a chair. Let's just get over here. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Oh, my word. That just kills me. Oh, there we go. I'm much better now. Oh, my goodness. Tracy, nice to see you here. You're Sporting Chrome's channel. Yes, he sent me this about a year ago. This is a nice shirt, and it's very cold here tonight, and this is a very nice shirt. Sunny Girl, Rolling Rocks. Tremolio, how are you doing? Dave, I predict very low attendance for the RTR. The thing is camping together. Why go to the fairground when you can learn everything in those seminars on 100s of YouTube videos? And you know what he do? You know what Bob ought to do? Bob ought to start up a low-power television station, get a temporary license from the FCC, and just do a Bob TV, KBOB there in La Paz at the fairground, and then he could just broadcast to Parker and Quartzsite, and then all you need is a TV or maybe a radio. He could do a radio too, and just broadcast to everybody there, and they don't have to go there to listen to him, Albuquerque? No, Albuquerque's not close to there. ABQ, that's not near Parker and Quartzsite. You're way over there in New Mexico. I need a wheelchair. Yeah. I can't sit on the floor too long, man. My legs just get so stiff. I won't be able to get up, and I'll have to call 911. I've fallen. I can't get up. I need a blow-up chair. Yeah, one of those big blow-up. This blow-up bed is great. I love it, man. I love it. Patty's Perspectives. Vodka after 5, Sunny. Where's my tea? Well, I can't drink caffeine after about 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock is about my limit, because if I do, then it does affect my sleeping. And I let it sleep like a baby. Silver Surfer. I used vodka to disinfect my cut. My daughter hollered at me. It's very good. They were saying that, that stuff you put in your windshield washer, you buy it at the grocery store, whatever, the big jugs that are colored blue or orange, that is very, very toxic poison, okay? It's a form of alcohol that's very toxic. And they use it because, obviously it can, stay liquid all the way down to minus something degrees or whatever. The problem is if it leaks out of your car, animals could lick it up. There have been cases of poisoning where kids think it's some sort of Kool-Aid or something. And they say that just go out and buy a jug of vodka and stick it in your windshield washer fluid. And, at least then it's not toxic. If your dog drinks it, he might get drunk, but he won't be okay. But, it's not $2.99 a big jug. You got to pay for the vodka, so it's probably a little more expensive. But don't get Skull vodka if you're going to do that. Get the kind of paint thinner vodka. If we go to the RTR instead of going to Baja, we will likely not leave camp to go to the fairgrounds. You know what I'd say, Silver Surfer? Go to Baja, okay? That sounds more interesting than Quartzsite, Arizona. Quartzsite, I know, is a nice place where a lot of people can meet up. But Baja, man, you're out on that peninsula. Some beautiful beaches. Go for Baja. Get away from the crowds. All we're going to see at the RTR is just everybody with their damn stupid GoPros photographing everybody else. Oh, there's so-and-so. There's so-and-so. There's Destination Open Road. There's Aja. There's Dave's RV Life. There's, Sheldon's Travels. And there's their dogs. And there's Kevin. And there's the Wolf Pack. And there's, who knows? I'm just like, go somewhere else and enjoy it, I mean, skip this year. You saw everybody last year. You saw them at the van build just now. You saw everybody's looking at each other at the van build, and then they're all going to wait one more month and go down to RTR wherever it is. And we haven't seen you in 32 days. Maybe the RTR should be held at Slab City. I think that's a great idea. Motorhome. I think that Bob should have done that. I really do. Frank is 21 inches. When you get old legs, get stiff. What? Man, this thing is jumping all around tonight. Dave buys the cheap vodka, $3.99 a gallon. No, it's not that cheap. I think the cheapest jugs of vodka you can get, at least here in, it's interesting. Maryland has weird laws for booze. Maryland, do you know that in Maryland, every single county has different booze laws? In most places, the state has common law. So Virginia, it's all ABC stores. In North Carolina, it's all ABC stores. In South Carolina and Georgia, it's all private stores. Just go in the store and buy vodka, whatever. In Maryland, every single state has a different rule. So Montgomery County, where I'm currently at, you have to go to a county store to buy hard liquor, whereas Prince George's County next door, it's all private stores. So I don't know. It's very weird. Hey, B in Athens is here. She got off work. That's right. I've heard women poisoning their husbands with antifreeze. Oh, dear. That's right. I remember when I was living in Springfield, Virginia, Susan, bless her heart, she always put the antifreeze, not the windshield washer, but then she'd put the bottle in the back, but she didn't put the cap on right. So she just stick the cap on, but it wasn't tight. And then she'd drive around and she'd go out and buy groceries. And she'd pull the car back in and say, Dave, would you get the groceries out of the back? Well, what happened was the bottle of windshield washer would roll around and spill all over all the groceries. And I would have to say to her, I'd say, honey, that's not good. Well, it's all plastic wrap. Don't worry about it. But, no, put the top on and tighten it. And I'd have to check that every time I have to go out in the car and every now and then just make sure she's got that cap on that windshield washer very tightly, because that's bad stuff. So Dave can come on and tell everyone about the changes himself. What? Go to Baja and fish for turtles. Virginia is a blue belt state. Well, Virginia, the thing about Virginia, and it's very strange, Virginia is a very conservative state when you do not include Northern Virginia, metropolitan Richmond, and Tidewater. Okay, the vast majority of Virginia is red. But when you look at the population in Northern Virginia now, which is humongous, yeah, we kind of rule the rest of the state now. Aunt B said he got nervous when you bought antifreeze at the grocery store. Harry the Hammer. Has Harry the Hammer moved into Aunt B's yet? She does have that room empty up there. I think that'd be a great place for Harry. For at least a couple of, stay for a week. If invites you for a week, stay for 9 months, Doxinator. Nice talking to you, Frank. We chatted for a little bit today. I chatted with the lion for a while today too. That was very nice. He's a cool cat. Thank you, Silver Surfer. That's very nice of you. Flat Pat. Bob looks like a Unitarian Universalist pastor. You are absolutely right on that. That's right. He very much is. He could very well pass himself off as that if he isn't already. Antifreeze and rat poison. Choice of women to murder. Know this for a fact, being a retired forensic investigator in 3 states. Oh, my God. Well, isn't arsenic another biggie, too? I always watch those ID channel things. A woman marries a man, and then he mysteriously dies, and then she marries another man, and he mysteriously dies, and then she marries another man, and he mysteriously dies, and then about the 4th husband that mysteriously dies, they finally think, that's kind of suspicious. Wonder what she's doing to them. Arsenic and Old Lace. That's a great movie, by the way. Cary Grant, one of the ones he did when he was younger. Damn phone call, huh? Hey, Ox, nice to see you here again. I am doing well. My friend Greg is doing well. We're hoping he can come home from the hospital early next week and start his recovery. So that is one reason why I am here. Remember, when the cult leader gets enough praise, they separate the men from the women in women-only groups, and they go. That's right, the women's RTR. If I was a guy, I'd be mad. I'd say, I want a man's RTR too, okay? I mean, if they can have a women's one, why not a man's one too, huh? Oh, you're drinking vodka too, Rolling Rocks. Thank you. That reminds me, I need to go find my drink. I left it on the floor. Crosby, where's my drink? Oh, Crotchy, give me the drink. Give me the drink. No, Dave, I want my drink. No, Crotchy, it's my drink. And Crotchy was drinking the drink. It's like, it's not your drink. Did I have seen any update on Butterfly Gypsy? Oh, Butterfly Gypsy. Did she get stuck? Tracy, get stuck in what? Quicksand. That's right. Arsenic is used in it's also used in a lot of stuff stuff you put outside on your lawn and stuff. They sell it at garden centers. Where's the transgender RTR? That's a good idea. They should have that. How about it, Bob? Really? Lots of meteors last night. Really? Silver Surfer, huh? I don't know. Can we see them from here? Because it's a cold night, but it's very beautifully clear out there tonight. Why aren't you doing the Boyd Awards? I was going to do the Boyd Awards, Carlos, but the guy who did them for me, or we worked very closely with, Aaron, bottom of YouTube, Bottomo Aaron, he does not want to do them this year. So there's no Boyd Awards this year as such. But I do hope to do the Camo Dave Awards, aka the Cammies. I will do that. We will have a bunch of categories you can vote, and I will do a little minimalist Zepp production of it. And anybody else who wants to do awards, go to it and have fun with it. Aunt B had 3 boarders before Dave. They were never seen again. Is that true, Doxinator? And one of them was Rolling Trees. Whatever happened to Rolling Trees? One of them was Buck Rogers. Remember him? Whatever happened to Buck Rogers? That's right. The LQBTQIAARTR. There you go. Ziggy, how are you doing? Yeah, I agree, Ox. If they can if they can have a woman's RTR, why can't they have a man's RTR? Kind of, scratch yourself out. Yeah. Well, what? Have you finished the camo cleanse process? Jim Williams. Who was Jim Williams? Jim Williams. No, Adam's dad. Was it Jim? Yeah, we haven't seen much of him lately, have we? The GOAT RTR. Yeah, right. Yeah, I guess what's his name? Jim? Yeah, I don't know. Was that Roger Starbuck? I won the smallest tow rig award with my Subaru Impreza and tent trailer, complete opposite of Eric's mobile mansion. I love his mansion, but I can't afford it though. I really think that simplicity is the name of the game. And, and that's what I want to do with my new apartment once Greg and I move down there after he recovers from his surgery. I want it simple, man. I don't want to be taking a whole lot of junk down there and junking it up. And that's my problem because I have a storage locker full of junk right now. Oh, my God. Her first boarder died of poison mushrooms. Her second one, poison mushrooms. Her third, Hammer, Harry the Hammer, because he wouldn't eat the mushrooms. My friend, I still have a friend named Mushroom Mark. He's right here in Northern Virginia, not far away, but he was very much a mushroom hunter. And I think he said, don't worry so much about mushrooms. He said something like, what was it? Something like 85%. No, what was it? He said something like 85% of mushrooms, if you eat them, they'll either do nothing or make you sick. And then there's another 5 or 6% that are really good, delicious delicacies. And there's another 5 or 6% that will kill you. So, most mushrooms will just kind of make you sick. But, don't ask me anything. Hobo stock. There we go. Yeah, I think we're getting a move there from Tom Hobotech to take over the RTR this year. Bob, you're out of here. I'm going to stay here in Quartzsite. And I'm going to run this damn thing. And, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. Invasion of the mushroom people. Crotchy battles the mushroom people. I like that. Doxson, I can't talk about anything I've ever talked about before because he's always like, you're recapping something. No, yeah, jeez. Yeah, I know. I'm right there. By the way, maybe we could do this during the show tonight. Let me punch up my sub numbers. We could hit 10,000 subs during the show tonight, It could happen. Let's see here. Let me punch up the sub numbers. We're very, very close to 10K now. I know we'll go to 10K and then we'll back down because that always happens. But let's see where we are. Okay, we are exactly at 9998. 2 more. And then at least we'll hit 10K. Come on, 2 people. All I need is 2 people to sub. If you haven't subbed, 2 more people to sub, and I'll hit 10K, and then I can die a happy man. But, and then it will go back down because I know some people go, I'm going to stick it to Dave. I'm going to unsub. Calling all trolls. Alt account rush on CD. What? Rosie is going live soon. Going to party with her by the fire. Yeah, I like Rosie. I really do like her. She's a very oddly compelling person. Insane Chef. That's right. Okay, we're at 9998. I guess I got to hit the refresh button. Let's see if we can get over 10. Where are we now? Where are we? Oh, still at 998. Mushroom recap. That's right. I said that. If you want, what's going to happen now is I'll give away a $50 Starbucks card, a gift card, to any new subscribers from today through Wednesday. Okay, so if you sub to my channel today through Wednesday, you will be in the drawing. Not everybody that does it, you will be in the drawing for a $50 Starbucks gift card. Okay, which I will give away later next week. Oh, Dave, get some blush and mascara, and you will get a lot of viewers. That's right. Tracy, nice to see you here. Blue Wave Odyssey, nice to see you here. RV Deb's Journey. Have you gotten control of your channel yet? Have you figured out what's going on? That's pretty nasty. Someone hijacked your channel. Holy cow. Yeah, it's amazing too. Insane Chef should have many hundreds of thousands of subscribers. He has a wonderful channel, and he's one of those people that I'm like wondering, why is he only got, he doesn't have a lot of subs, and he really should have a lot because he's an extraordinarily funny guy. Insane Chef. I thought he was busy tonight, though. I thought he had like 7 catering events to do. But, I don't know. He does catering mainly, I think, right? He has like a big catering service down there in the Dallas area. I should do that. Maybe a new puppy. Well, Craig actually said that. He's not against getting a little dog or something when we move down to Morganton. So maybe I like dogs. I'm all for that. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Is it showing 10K? Oh, my God. Really? The Insane Chef. I don't know if you can see that. 10,007. 10,007. Thank you. Wow, you were here live while it happened. Yay! That's right. 10007. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. It only took 3.5 years to get there. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That's right. You are all here to witness it. Wow, that is amazing. Well, thank you so much. That just makes my life complete now, 2 taps. Patty's perspective. I bought a van, Pleasure Way, can't leave yet, crazy dog training. Bouncing away. I'm making my son's 10 by 20 beautiful shed into my tiny home. I'm in a van and shed back and forth, hate a big house. I am all for living simply. I think that's a great thing to do. I think one of the things that I really enjoy watching is Less Junk, More Journey, and they were very much on that. Don't let you get ruled by your possessions. Don't let your possessions rule you, because they will. All of a sudden, you're living for all this crap, all this stuff in your life, and I need to be that way. But, I got a bunch of DVDs and CDs in my storage locker that I'm like, I said to myself, when I get a permanent place, I'm going to want to put everything down there. But thank you, Silver Surfer. But living simply is the way to go. You don't need all the, it's the same thing with television. You don't need 300 channels, and you don't need to be paying $180 a month for cable. You really don't. You don't need all this stuff in your life. And to be honest with you, getting rid of it is an emotionally cleansing experience. It truly is. Oh, hi, Janice Lala. Balloons, that's right. 10,007 Luftballons. My kid is grown, so I went to sell my 3-bedroom house. And more power to you, Patty. That's what you should do. That's right. Let's see if we're still at 10,007. Come on, let's get to 11 tonight. 10,008. Get rid of your kids. That's right. Once you're 18, you is out of here. Go live on your own. Thank you, Sally Jean. We all subbed with our multiple accounts. I do appreciate that. Wow. That's right. Next up, a billion subs. Nana, 99 Luftballons. Thank you, Mark H. $10 for 10K subs. Don't attempt van life. No one can do it. It's impossible. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'd be depressed out there living on my own. I don't know. I'm learning. I'm like Barbara Streisand. I'm a people who needs people, Now, I like having a certain degree of private space. That I need that, But other than that, I need other people. I liked, I really did those 9 months living with Barb. I enjoyed having another person in the house. It was nice to have that. I liked having Sandy in Delaware and Sandy and Susan in Springfield, and I enjoy staying with my crazy dachshundator. He puts a lock on the. He puts a lock. He locks the washing machine, so I can't use it. I need 10 shots of vodka. I'll tell you, though, this has been a very stressful week for me because it is. When you have a loved one or a friend or something like that that's going through some major surgery, and it is, it's not happening to me, but it does take a toll on you, and you just get kind of emotionally drained. There's two kinds of physically drained. Physically, you do a long hike or you do something very physical, and you come in the evening and it's a good tired. You feel like, okay, I'm going to have a nice sleep tonight. I did a good tired. When emotional draining is different. It's like, it's almost harder to fall asleep, and it's just, and I find that, when you're worrying about a friend or something like that, whether they're coming through something. Dave, did you say you were having a 10,000 sub giveaway? Yes, I will pick somebody and they will win a $50 gift card to Starbucks. I will do that on Wednesday. Okay, so if you haven't subbed, do sub because you can still maybe win the gift card, okay? And we'll throw in a few other cool things, some stickers, some other stuff. So, yeah, we'll figure out a few more things to throw in there. Oh, dear, we need to block the alien. Block the alien. The alien. That was one of David Bowie's better songs, Loving the Alien. Remember that one? Loving the Alien. We're having a blustery nor'easter in Wilmington. Really? Yeah, I noticed there's some rain there in Georgia last couple of days that's moving kind of out to the east. Here in D.C., sunny. It's been sunny the last couple of days. Cold tonight, but sunny. I say in Thousand Trails with full hookups, stay. Okay. And bathrooms with the showers and no one saying, I can't stay here. This kind of life is better than memory camping. Hey, mobile home center, that floats your boat, go do it. And I say that with everybody. There are some people that just like to camp around Arizona. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Arizona is a beautiful state, and if you just want to get in a camper and just go around Arizona, Flagstaff, Parker, Quartzsite, Phoenix, whatever. If you want to do that, Sedona, Grand Canyon, it's a beautiful state. Tucson, go do it. But, just doing the same thing over and over again and then trying to do a compelling YouTube channel, I don't know about that. Rolling rocks. Yeah. The beach isn't fun in the cold rain. Although, Ox, I do like beaches in the winter. My dad used to take us down to the Jersey Shore in the winter. Now, you don't want to be out in the rain, but I love it on a cold, kind of chilly, not too cold, but a nice breezy winter day with the clouds and the surface frothing and you're bundled up and you're taking a nice long hike. I like that. That's kind of nice. As long as you've got, you're not cold. I don't want to be out in the rain, though. No. Fall is a very nice time of the year at the beach. Yeah. And I'm noticing here, November can be a very nice month here in the DC area for hiking. I used to do some of my best favorite hikes in November if we're not getting super cold weather. November can often be a dry, warmish, or not terribly cool month. You got all the trees that have lost their leaves, so you can actually see stuff now. And there's a really nice stream valley here in Bethesda that I've been hiking up and down. I haven't even scratched the surface of it. It goes for miles all the way down to the Potomac River. But, we've got, I don't think there's any significant rain coming in the next week here. So it should be very nice. So I'm going to be doing some of that. Hey, Flat Pat, thank you. I do appreciate that. Hey, Rome Town. Yeah, Rome Town. How about that? That was very interesting about Bob's big announcement there. Yeah. You got to park 20 miles away. Take the monorail. Well, we're going to have a monorail built in 2 months, and it will take people from Quartzsite up to La Paz, and Disney's going to send their crew in, and we're going to have a 25-mile monorail built in 2 months. Hit the up buttons. You don't trust you. I'm pretty good with money, actually, Polvo, the reason there's not a men-only RTR is that there are so many nomads are so deep in the closet, they don't dare. So what they're advertised as men-only gathering. That is funny. Yeah. Well, we're at the men's-only RTR. No women allowed. I do think that, Rick, I do think that Bob ought to at least have a good attorney there handling the nonprofit HAWA organization. Yeah, I do think that would be a good idea. Your bucket will overflow. Hey, Michael, I saw you on the hotline today. I didn't get time to call you back. I'll try to do that tomorrow. I watch a lot of different YouTube channels. He's the bodybuilder. You like to watch the bodybuilders, and there's fighting. Yeah, everybody fights with everybody else. It is funny, isn't it? My shuttle idea. Yeah, we need to have a Camo shuttle that just goes between Parker and Quartzsite, back and forth, whole bunch of buses, and then just run it for, and then Crotchy could be on Crotchy will have a piano bar. Right? Where are you, Crotchy? Sing us the song, I'm the piano man. That's right, he's rehearsing. He's getting ready for his piano bar there on the bus. Yeah, we ought to have a MGTOW, MGTOW RTR. Why not? Maybe we'll get Eric and Mike to be there. Oh man, Blue Waves doing the Tampa RV show. Well, good. They have another one down there. Yeah, that was like a year ago, wasn't it? They seem to have a big one. Sunny girl. Thank you so much, Sunny. Oh, send me Sunny. When I move down to Morganton, I'm only going to be like an hour and a half away from her. So we're going to have to get together and do some, I'll take her out to lunch. How about a Dave's Burger at Wendy's? That's for sure. I guarantee that. Oh, that's the one thing though they need to put in hospitals, and that's bars. I'm telling you, there's very stressful places, a lot of life and death decisions, and there's a lot of just stress there. And you sit in a waiting room all day waiting for the doctor, and it would really help if you could have a couple of drinks. It really would. Wendy's. Okay, Zaxby's. Is there a Zaxby's in Winston-Salem? That's right. Thank you, everybody that helped us get us to 10,000 subs. Yeah, that's some people hit. What's that girl? That one that did 3 videos and got 10 million subs. Well, I've been on YouTube for 3.5 years and 10,000 subs. I don't do hospitals. The ER is already packed with drunks. Yeah. Well, they're in for, other, it's not, yeah. But they should have, I think we should have a law. Every hospital should have a bar. No to bars. The hospital staff wouldn't have to deal with the drunk visitors. Well, yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, Movie Mania Nick, thank you very much. 2 taps. I refuse to watch her. But if you have lunch with the Davester, I will drive up from Wilmington if invited. Yeah, well, let's do that. I am planning to do some sort of meetups there. I do know a lot of YouTubers in the North Carolina area. I think that would be a lot of fun. So let's wait for Greg to get back into the recovery thing, and then we're going to head down to Morganton. We got the apartment. I mean, I am on the lease, and we got the apartment as of yesterday. So technically, that's my, I can move down there anytime I want, but I, can't do it yet. My plastic pint in my Camo pants. Oh, man. Well, yes, Blue Wave. It could, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. What are we at? 10,008. Let's do a refresh on that. See what the latest number is. Oh, no. We're stuck at 10,008. That's good, though. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, everybody. Hi, Barb. Yeah, we want to see you there in Noreen. That's really cool. There's some good restaurants in Morganton. I'll be happy to take you out to lunch. Thank you, Dave. I think those channels with 3 videos and 1.4 million subs are fake. Yeah, I do that same thing. I look at the number of views you get and how many subs you get, and you have like 280,000 subs, and you're lucky to get 10,000 views of a video. That's a pretty small percentage of your subs watching your videos. What's up with that? Tiny spent 2.5 years in the hospital. A bar would have been great. I told you. Mark is driving to Benson at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Benson what? Where's Benson? I have no idea where. I've never heard of Benson other than that TV show. And yeah, that was the deal. That was the thing that really blipped me there on Thursday, because Greg had to be at the hospital at 5 a.m. So he called for a cab at 4 in the morning. And we got up at like 3:30. And we got to the hospital way before it even opened. A 4 o'clock cab, and it takes 28 minutes to get down there with no traffic. And we're there at 4:28 or something, and the damn hospital doesn't even open its doors till 5 o'clock. And we're standing out in the cold, and the waiting room and the main lobby is all dark. And finally, this nice security guard comes up, and he notices there's a couple other people out there waiting too in the cold. And he opens up the doors and lets us in so we can at least sit and watch the telly, watch the 4 a.m. news on Channel 7. That's right, the Puppet Museum. Are there any other puppet museums around? Are you going to enter our giveaway, Camo Dave? Yeah, I will, Blue Wave Odyssey. Yeah, I wanted to do a shout out to you today. I will do something tomorrow. Let's get them 1,000,000 subs. Paging Dr. Crotchy. Paging Dr. Crotchy. Please return to the psych ward. So you want to hear my story about Patrick Stewart again? I did meet him. I did meet Patrick Stewart. How you want to hear my Orlando? Yeah, well, yeah. How I was babysat by Tim Conway and how I met Buzz Aldrin, the second man on the moon. Benson, New Mexico. Oh. Now, he was. He's been looking very pale these days, and he was glowing today. I don't know. Man. That's right. Craig. I went to see Craig, my doctor, and he was glowing, and he was radiant. And he sent laser beams out of his eyes. You want to hear the beard story? That's right. I started growing a beard in my senior year of college, 1979. And that was 4 years ago. And I've had one form of a beard or another since then. Next recap story. Oh, yes. I'll have to go check the mail on Monday and see if my plaque has come. My cardboard plaque. Woohoo. Thank you, Sunny Girl. Stroke survivor Steve, how are you doing? I'm getting a cough. I've been got some sort of coffee thing going on for the last couple of days here. I hope I didn't get some deadly virus over at the hospital, but I probably did. I don't know. Recap my last jobby poo. Tim Conway did come from Cleveland. That's right, motorhome gearhead. What are you drinking? I'm drinking some Sprite. Germs from hospital. Yeah, I know. MRSA or SARS or something. I don't know, man. Everybody had have all those little soap dispensers all over the hospital. People are just hitting their hands on them everywhere they go. And, oh my God, I don't know. Vidka. I think she is a dancer over there at the Hideaway, right, Craig? Vidka. Lap dance time. Bump, 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 bump. If I did Sprite, how'd you guess? That's right, Bob's Mega Church in La Paz. Oh, man. What is your honest opinion of Carolyn's PCT hike? I said that the other day, solar equinox. I said it was rather disappointing. I did like the previous summer when she went to Alaska. I don't know, man. She's a RVer. I've always identified her as an RVer. She's not a hiker. There are hiking channels that are good. There are RV channels. It just did not work. I don't know. I thought it was ultimately a C-, journey. It was disappointing. I don't know, maybe Huckabee, Mike Huckabee, the dog named after Mike Huckabee will be an inspiration to her to do something more interesting next summer. The clap. Why do they call it the clap? The clapper. I became a truck driver because I wanted to be Jerry Reed in Smokey and the Bandit. Well, didn't we all? Me and my dad watched that over and over again. Did you ever do a job you dreamed of having? Mobile homesteader. No. I have always had jobs that I have enjoyed. Okay. That is one thing I have to say No, there's one I didn't enjoy. That was when I was in high school. I did work at McDonald's for a couple months, and I hated that. But other than that, every single job I've ever had, I've enjoyed in one form or another. Yeah. I was a newspaper reporter for a while, which I loved. I worked for a trade publication for a while. Even though I did not like the boss there, I did love the work a lot. We went all over the country broadcasting conventions. I've loved doing my newsletters and stuff. I love doing this YouTube stuff. I love doing my web business. I may not make the most amount of money, but I do enjoy. I've always said you got to love what you do. You know, there's nothing worse than a job you hate and you get up every morning. That is the most awful thing. It just truly is. But, you know, some people are just stuck in that way and there's nowhere to, you know, if you got kids, if you got expenses, then you kind of have to do stuff, you know. When you're living on your own like me, you know, if I don't work, I'm the only one who really suffers, you know. Mr. Breeze. That's right, Mark. If you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. And that, I feel that, you know, my Doxinator always says, Dave, you don't work a day in your life. And you know, Doxy, it's because I love what I do. I've never liked other people telling me what to do. I've just never liked that. Call me whatever you want to call me, but I have never liked having a boss telling me what to do. I'd like to do what I want to do, you know? And I've had jobs where the boss says this and you're like, you know, when was my last girlfriend? Huckabee. Oh, it's Huckabee. She likes Huckabee. When you're living free, no stress on me. Sheboygan. It's Papa Texas. How's your beard doing? Give us your beard history. How long have you had your beard? Yeah, I like that. You've got a good beard, Papa. A really good one. I like that. I like that. Every once in a blue moon, I'll be walking in a store or across a parking lot, and some other guy will point at me and go, hey, nice beard. Yeah, that does happen. It does occasionally happen. And I always like, wow. It's usually another bearded guy. And I'll turn around and go, back at ya. Dave, now you know why Dave is so happy. There is the secret to life. Yeah. You know, I do. We were talking about the other day how people have so much different personalities on YouTube. And yeah, I am really, you know, really, I am a very anxious, nervous person. You know, but when I'm on the show here, I'm just like Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky. I don't know. Craig's like that. You know, he's very different from what he is on, you know, on my channel. He's a little tyrant. He's a tyrant, screaming little tyrant running around his house when he's not on camera. And then when he's on camera with me, he's like Mr. Bottom of YouTube, funny and happy. No, I'm kidding. Sarah, that's right. I think, yeah, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, right? I think that's what Carolyn Zarvey Life named her dog after. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, because she thinks she is such an intelligent, smart woman. That's right. Send me money. Why you always lying? Oh, you've only had your beard 3 years, stroke survivor, huh? Yeah, I wanted to know how long Papa Texas, how long have you had your beard? You probably had it for quite a while, right? But yeah, I've had this beard for over 40 years now, and I've not ever shaved it completely off. Okay, I used to have a full beard. I used to be dark, but you know, and I've kind of whittled it away to this. But I've always had some sort of facial hair over 40 years. I don't know. Did Tim Conway ever have a beard? I don't think so. Yeah, Craig's staying up late tonight, huh? Watching. He likes What's Happening. It's not Sanford and Son. I love Sanford and Son, by the way. I think it's one of my favorite shows of all time. But he likes to watch What's Happening, and Oh, what's the other one? Well, Welcome Back, Cotter. And neither of those is particularly that good in my book. But I do like Sanford and Son. That Red Fox was brilliant in that. Thank you, Nomadic Rat Pack. So you're not at the van build, huh? You didn't go down there and pay the $75. Billy, are you sleeping? Yeah, where's Billy? Well, it's probably like morning there, right? He's probably sound asleep. Bullet, Steve McQueen. Yeah. I just like Steve McQueen. He's a good actor. 1970s, worked at doctor's answering service. One doc would call us. He was going into surgery. It was known he performed his surgeries drunk. Oh dear. Well, was he a good? Did it work? Maybe he was all nervous, and a couple of drinks made him. I don't know. Maybe there's a certain point where the drink or two will actually help you, and you don't want to get too drunk, where But you always hear that about pilots too. The pilot got on the plane and he was staggering into the cockpit. Oh my word. Papa Texas, I've always had facial hair, even a big beard or a goatee. Well, since the 80s. Well, see now okay, good. Yeah. So mine goes back to 79. So I don't know. My mom showed me a baby picture. I was born with a beard. A bearded baby. The New York Times, February 8th, 1958. Bearded baby born at Lenox Hill Hospital. The hospital had a cocktail hour. Yeah. I do think it. I really do think that more hospital, and I don't think any hospital has a cocktail hour, but that would be funny. Dave's mom. No, my mom looked like Judy Carn. Go Google Judy Carn from Laugh-In from, say, circa 1968. That was how my mom was beautiful. She had very short red hair. She was a very pretty woman. I don't know what's funny about me. My sister always says that I was adopted because I don't look like either of my parents. And maybe I was. I don't know. You were adopted. You don't look like mom or dad. Well, I don't know, man. If you had a beard and then doctor must have slapped you and your mother. All right, let's see if we're still at 10:08. Let's see. Let me hit the refresh button here. Ba, 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 ba. Yep. We're good. We're good. Well, thank you all very much. I do appreciate that. Solar Equinox ate pork ribs today. I went to Shake Shack today. They have a Shake Shack here in Bethesda, and I love their burgers. They have very good burgers. I really enjoyed that. There's 2 Chipotles here, one on either side. I can go east or west, so I like that. We got a really good Jewish deli here. I mean, it is to die for. They have a pickle bar. They're great. Where else have I been eating? Yeah. Have you ever had a big name YouTuber join in the live chat? They would have to be one of your subscribers to keep tabs on what you say about the motorhome gearhead. We have had Nomadic Fanatic on my chat before once in a while, not lately. Kevin's RV Life. Cameraman Kevin's been here occasionally. Who else have we had? I don't know. I don't think Casey Neistat. I love Chipotle. Yeah, I love Chipotle. They've got a what is it called here? I don't know. There's a bunch of other Mexican places. When my son was born, I told the nurses that he looked like my brother. They were appalled. Of course, he looks like my brother who looks like me. Hey, Billy Rance just woke up. It's morning, Sunday morning there in Australia. How are you doing? Did you get to hang out with Jordan the Lion? Did you find him? Did you track him down? Jordan the Lion's in Australia. What radio stations are in the Bethesda area? Oh! I have a good friend here. who tells me if you look out the back of this apartment complex or condo complex, there's about a 15-story, 20-story condo building behind us. That is where Howard Stern once lived. When he worked here in DC, he lived in that condo building right behind the building here. He worked at DC 101 in 1980, 81, 82. And that's where he got his big start. It's a rock station. It's still around, WWDC. That's where he met Howard. That's where he met Robin Quivers. She was from Baltimore. She was doing the news on DC 101. And then that's where they met. And then he went up to New York and it all blew up. But anyway, yeah, he was here in Washington for 3 years, 80 to 83 or late 82. And he lived literally in the building behind me. And my friend swears to that. And that's like, okay, I have to go over there and interview some little old ladies that live there and see if they remember Howard. The Washington radio is pretty bad these days. The stations are not very good. They're very commercial. They're very corporate. We do not have good radio here. We do have a good NPR station in WAMU 88.5. We do have a good all news station in WTOP. But music-wise, nah. Athens was a far better market music-wise. Philly, New York are better music station markets. DC is pretty bad. DC's good if you like rap and stuff. I think we have a pretty good – they have a really good urban adult station if you like kind of like classic soul and stuff. We have Pacifica Radio still going here. They haven't gone off the air. They have some good jazz and stuff. But when it comes to rock and stuff like that, it's not a particularly good market anymore. Thank you, Papa Texas. Sally Jean. Time Chaser is waving hand at all of you. Tomorrow is moving day for us to Leavenworth, Washington. Show you the Bavarian town. And oh, yeah, I saw Aja there. Aja was there like 6 months ago. Yeah, there's a little German town in the middle of Washington State. I thought that was pretty neat. It reminds you, there's a place in North Georgia called, what's the name of that town? Damn it, what's the name of that town? Helen. Name of the town in North Georgia called Helen. It's very Germanic. It's kind of like an Alpian town. It's very pretty. Thank you, Billy Rance. You're very pretty too. Judy Carn. Yeah, my mom looked like Judy Carn. In fact, my dad and her, that's another recap story. My dad and her were at a club in Miami back in the late 60s, and they got brought up to the front of the line. There was a line of like 50 people, and the bouncer brought them right up to the front of the line, gave them a table right up front. And they were like mystified. Why? And the man said, "Aren't you Judy Carn?" No. Helen. Morgan. That Morgan, yeah. Unstoppable Morgan, huh? She's hooked up. Good for her. Good for her. I have been to Helen, Georgia. My sister used to live in Atlanta in the late 90s, and she had a boyfriend who was in a nudist colony up in North Georgia, and on the way up to visit him, we stopped in Helen. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes, my mother was glowing and radiant. I would probably be a very good father. I don't particularly. I like kids, but I don't have a lot of patience. It's like when I was living with my sister for a week ago, and I'm out in that living room area with my adorable grandniece Amelia. She's adorable, and we have fun. We play with Quartzsite, but man, after a week, I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm like, I've had it. I love her dearly, but kids, there's a certain level where they just get on your nerves, and you're like, I'm out of here. It's nice if you're the parent, you got to be with there. If you're the uncle, the grand uncle, you can say, okay, a week, great, I'm out of here. Oh, man. Yeah, you really do need a lot of patience with kids. And the kids are adorable, but yeah, I know. Thank you, Blue Wave. I appreciate it. I will shout you out tomorrow. That'll buy you a shout out tomorrow, okay? I will do that. Earth Camper, nice to see you here. Oh my goodness, it's almost noon in Oz. Wow, is it nice weather there? You're heading into summer, right? It's got to probably be hot down there. Only thing that I got from getting married was my children. Yeah. Well, then you got to realize too, who's going to take care of old dad or old grandpa, when you start, wearing the diaper and drooling, you got to wonder who's going to take care of you, if you don't have any kids, Nomadic Rat Pack. Oh, you're having brush fires. Wow, you sound like California. Well, California, I think they've died off, right? Yeah. We're the Smiths. Nice to see you here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Earth Camper. Wow. That's right. We're all hitting milestones. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Anna Nicole, nice to see you here. I have a brilliant Renaissance man, 13-year-old son. He keeps me young. Yeah. I am so happy. I remember my sister got pregnant when she was in high school, and everybody said, maybe you ought to give the kid up for adoption or whatever. And she wanted to keep that baby. It's like Madonna. I want to keep my baby. Papa, don't preach. Anyway, she did. And he turned out to be the nicest person ever. He's just turned 41. He's my nephew, Tom, and he is the nicest person. And he has done so much taking care of his mother, who's got a lot of health issues. But, it's like, she made the right decision. Hey, Dwight, how are you doing? How's everything down there in Athens? Dwight, the dogs are playing tonight, right? That's right. I wonder what the score is. We got the Redskins. I bet you the Georgia Bulldogs could beat the Redskins. I bet you. If they had a game, this professional NFL team plays the Georgia Dogs, I bet you the Georgia Dogs would just clean the carpet with the Redskins. They're that bad. That's why I like dogs. Yeah, I'm much more of a dog. Although I did like Beamer. Beamer was a sweetheart of a cat, and he really got to like me. But I am a dog person. Yeah, if we get and Greg is talking about it, maybe get a dog. I said, a dog is good because it forces you to go out and take walks. You got to take a dog out 3 or 4 times a day, and it's good exercise for you. You are galled by your stones. Oh, no. Craig is the next morning movement. What? Mobile Homestead RV. It took me I got over 200 subs today. It took me 3 months. Yeah, it goes slow. And I'm a perfect example of that. It just takes forever to get your subs going for most channels. You can be like Black Bigot and all of a sudden catch a wave and in 2 days get 20, 50, 40,000 subs. But for most people, it don't work like that, The Baylor Bears. Dave has a content dog. Well, I should get one, right? I like Tank. I would love to, maybe they'll give me Tank and I can take him down to North Carolina. 31 since Dave put me on an episode for my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Poop in every bucket. That's right. Bucket in every house. Well, it will be interesting to see how the RTR works out this year. It's going to be very different. There was no specific campsite for it. So Bob's going to be having a whole series of seminars and events at a not a campground. It's what is it? The La Paz, it's like whatever. It's not a campground, it's a whatever. They have a ball field there, and it's like a little area there. Anyway, he's gonna be there, and that's 10 miles south of Parker and 25 miles north of Quartzsite. So, and you can't camp directly at that facility where he's going to be having the seminar. So, you're going to have to drive in and park and drive back. And if you've got a Class A and lose your campsite and whatever, I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see how this all works. I can't imagine people are going to like it, but we'll see. I need Tank. Well, I'm only half an hour away from Tank. Maybe I'll go see him. I got to go down there and see Susan and Sandy. They're nice people. Yes. And say hi to Tanky Poo. They probably have a pile of mail for me there because that's my legal address. I'm still using their place as my legal address. And I haven't gotten any mail from them in ages. So they probably have a giant pile of mail. I don't know. Don't care. Well, that's good, Earth Camper, taking your former Navy and NASA years to knowledge to camp. Yeah, that's a great idea. NASA. So what? Camping on Mars? The moon? Solar Equinox. I bought an RV in February 2013. Started camp hosting. Well, that sounds very cool too. BLM land in La Paz. I don't know. I don't have any idea. Can you camp somewhere near where he's doing his show? I don't know. It's a fairground. That's right. It's La Paz Fairgrounds. Thank you, Gene. I'm glad you're here. La Paz County Park is $350 a month for full-time hookups on a river. Okay, so there are hookups there, huh? I can't imagine there are a lot. $350 a month. Okay, well, there will be some people then that will be lucky enough to camp near where Bob is. Parker has the BLM, yeah. Thank you, New Normatic. That's very nice of you. I do appreciate that. Everybody's been so generous today. I do appreciate it very, very, very much. Yes. What do we got here? All right. Well, I am pushing an hour and 30 minutes, and we're at, what is that, 9 o'clock? Bedtime. Bedtime for Bonzo. Bedtime for Crotchy. Yeah, I got to try it. I need to try somebody, just get a camper and go out and try it, see how I like it. I don't know. I probably would like it. It's very true. A lot of things in life, you say, oh, I'm not going to do that. I won't like it. I won't like it. I won't like it. Then you do it and you like it. So I don't know. Doxinator gives recaps. Good Lord. Recap. Judy Carr. Bedtime for Taz. Do you keep in contact with Sasnak? His channel is just farming now. I haven't talked to Sasnak. I did chat with him about 2 months ago when I was in Athens. He's a very nice man. He was talking about doing the farming because he does make some money doing that. And I said, that's nice of you, but I don't think a farming channel is going to get you the views that the trucking did. And I think he's tired of the trucking. He's been doing it his whole life. And he does want to get an RV, and he wants to go out and just kind of enjoy himself and do some camping and go to some cool places. And I think that's what he's going to do now. And that's cool. But, his niche was the trucking, and that's what brought him most of his viewers, and he established himself. And that's one of the problems you have in YouTube. Establish yourself a certain way, and then you change everything up. I don't know. Your audience some of them will stick with you because they personally like you, but, I don't know. You just have to kind of try it and see, He wants to be another, what's his name? What's that CBS guy that used to do the traveling? I can't think of his name right now. My brain is fried. Charles Kuralt. He wants to be a Charles Kuralt. Yeah, well, good luck with that. But yeah, I understand. Am I wearing pants, Dave? Of course. Jeez. Ta-da! But I do, yeah, I gotta put the shorts in storage because it is cold here now. Yeah, and I totally agree with you. Sasnak, he really got me on the trucking channel. But, hey, it's time. What about the bean? The steaming bean? Yeah, I haven't heard from Steaming Bean in a while. I think he's just busy teaching. You got accused for plagiarism of Hobotech's post about the RTR. Only problem is I posted the day before. What? How can you plagiarize somebody posting the day before? Maybe I don't know, man. Hobotech's always been a very nice guy. Crotch over. All right, that's a good sign there. Thank you all, everybody, for being here. We're at 1 minute. We're at 1 hour and 30 minutes, and that's about my 90-minute limit. Thank you, Go Frugal and Nomadic Rat Pack and Keith and Sally Jean and Doxinator and Flat Pat very much. Thank you, Flat Pat, for your donation. Mr. Breeze, Mobile Homestead, Sunny Girl, always love having you here. Hopefully we'll get together very soon down there in NC. Be in Athens, nice to see you here. Busy day at work. I'll have to call you up and you can tell me about all the horrible ER stories that happened today. And Danny B, 1954, nice here. Thank you, Frank, for hanging in. Frank's hanging in there. Hope you get some sleep tonight. Steven, 1774. Dave, get a pop-up camper and a cheap drone to go to the mountains, do some videos. Yeah, drone. Yeah, you see me flying a drone? Right. Noreen, you have a nice night. Thank you so much. Lee, yes, everybody, you all have a wonderful evening. I thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your generosity. 10,000 subs. Yeah. And you witnessed it. It was fun that it happened tonight while we're on the channel here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Vlog under.